So one thing that every single immigrant, every single person that comes from other country or that lives in another country that never been to America knows that America is the country of the opportunities. That's first of all. Like you want to work, you want to make money, you want to really see you grow in life, go to United States. That's the only place on earth that you're going to get there and in 1 week you have a job. It's the only place that you can guarantee that. The place that will never have a lack of job. It will always, if you're struggling, go to the United States. That's why there is 15 million illegal people in the United States. And every day there's thousands of people crossing the border because people all over the world, not only South America, people fly from Russia to Mexico to cross the border, from Ukraine, from Europe in general, from Asia. That happens all the time. People want to come here because of the opportunities. That's the first thing. Second, I would say is the safety. It's one of the safest countries in the world. So, for example, talking about from a Brazilian perspective, I mean, people here don't know what's not safe. Nobody knows what's an unsafe place in the United States because there's no unsafe place in the United States. Of course, you can say south side of Chicago.
Yeah, there
is dangerous place in every place in the world.
Right.
But if you walk in Chicago, you can have your cell phone. You can do, like in Brazil, there are places that people will be like, don't have your cell phone off your pocket. Or don't. Maybe it's better and safer to not even have your cell phone on the streets. People will tell you that. In some places of Brazil, and not talking trash about Brazil, there's millions of tourists every month there. It's a great place. Of course, if you know where you're going, everything's gonna be safe. But if you're walking places there you shouldn't be walking, or going to places that you have no idea where it is or how it is, it can be dangerous, just like if I'm walking south side of Chicago, right? But the main thing is, I think the numbers show a lot that the United States is very safe compared to any other country. Of course, there's small countries that you cannot compare, but like countries the size of the United States, there's not any as safe as here. And I mean, you won't get robbed in the US. You won't be like driving your car, there's two guys in front of the car, get out of the car, and it happens. I know that, right. Especially in big cities, but it's not
common.
It's not common.
Right.
Like it's very hard for something like that to happen. And if it happens, most of the time the cops will catch them, or catch them at some point, maybe the same day or 1 year later, but they will catch. Compared to Brazil and most other countries, for example, we have the favelas in Brazil, and the other third world countries or emerging countries, we have those neighborhoods that the cops don't go. So the government don't have access to those neighborhoods. People take care of those neighborhoods, and people is like usually the drug dealers. People that live in those neighborhoods, they like the drug dealers because the drug dealers protect them. Drug dealers is their cop in their neighborhood. And we're talking about 300,000 people neighborhood. So like it's big places that the cops don't have access. So like that's the type of things that make difference between the United States and other countries, most countries. Even in Italy, Spain, you will have neighborhoods that are very dangerous, But the cops go outside of Chicago. If something happens, if people kill 5 people there, the cops will have access to that. Maybe will not be like looking for more people, because if you do, there will be more shooting and stuff. But they have access to those places. In Brazil, no. If people get shot in the favela, find a way to take people outside of the favela if we want to save them. So safety is the main thing. Opportunity. I knew here would be good. I would find the opportunity wherever I am. Like I live in a small city today and I have a bunch of opportunities. Besides that, I would say that it's an organized country. Traffic is organized. Have you seen traffic in India?
Right.
Oh,
yeah. Chaos.
Yes. So everything is organized here. You want to get like, for example, driver's license. In one day, I got my driver's license here for $20. In any other country, 6 months class, you need to go with a teacher for 6 months, have the class like in a simulator, and after that, you go and do your test on the street. So it's like there's a lot of in other countries, everything is like it takes way longer to open a bank account.
Right.
So like here, everything's so quick, effective. You'll get it done, and you'll go to the next thing. And here's the only country that's like that. And the whole world knows that. In Brazil, we say things in the United States work. That's our saying in Brazil.
Right.
Things work in the United States, which means that everything's organized. It's safe. If you get a job, you have a job. If you get fired, you find another job. You can get your driver's license in 1 day. You can open a bank account in 1 hour. Those things don't happen in other places.
Right.
Those are the main things that, from an immigrant perspective, that we see